Hello everybody, I'm Alexia and today I'm going to be sharing the media I've consumed this month and my recommendations. So just to give a little recap of this month, at the end of October I deleted Instagram and TikTok, and they were my main form of short-term media. So with me deleting them, I've been kind of getting more into hobbies and longer forms of media, which is just like YouTube videos and quite a bit of deep dives and just hobbies in general. Okay, now for some shows. I only watched 2 animes this month. I'm not really a huge anime person, but I do indulge a little bit into it. The first anime that I recommend is going to be Ranma 1.5. It is about this boy and a girl. They are put into an arranged marriage, but the thing about the boy is that he turns into a girl whenever he is put into cold water. And they just have this funny little dynamic. They kind of hate each other, but they kind of like each other. They don't like each other because they're put into a situation where they have to like each other. But it's really funny and I really enjoy the style. If you watch it, you can kind of get the feeling that it has that 2000s esque to it, and I think it is definitely worth watching. It's super funny, lighthearted, and has a sprinkle of romance, which is my favorite category. But definitely recommend. Next anime that I watched, it is called Dandadan. It's about a boy and a girl again, who find themselves fighting ghosts and aliens and awakening powers, and it's kind of funny because they didn't initially believe it. It was really funny and I surprisingly liked it. I'm not really into when they kind of over sexualize it, and it was like that for the first episode, but after that it's just funny, it's lighthearted, and they release I think it's every Thursday or every Saturday, something. They release episodes weekly right now, and the most recent one was pretty funny. So if you're wanting to watch that, definitely recommend. If you've heard about it, definitely recommend. And if you have watched it, you should leave me a comment and tell me what your opinion on that is. Okay, now for music. This is super fun, super exciting. Chromakopia by Tyler, the Creator. He released that album, I believe, in October, and it was amazing. I was listening to it throughout November. Definitely recommend. Judge Judy. I was listening to Sticky. Sticky is so funny to me, especially if you watch his performance from Camp Flogna. Every time I hear that song, I just think of the performance, and it's so funny. So I recommend that. If you've heard about the hype and you haven't dived into it, you should listen to it. And if you have heard it but you only gave it one listen, you need to go listen to it again. We also had new Kendrick this month, and I know there's a lot of controversy with it and the whole war with him and Drake, but I don't care about any of that. I think that's such a man thing to be in war with another man. At the end of the day, they're both amazing artists, and it doesn't really matter. If anything, you guys are being shady toward each other and you guys are both getting views, so you guys are both winning. I don't know, I don't care that much. And he did make a West Coast album, same with Tyler, so I'm gonna ride for them. I really enjoyed Luther with Kendrick and SZA. It was amazing and I have nothing else to say. I haven't listened to the entire album, but the album has been creeping into my liked songs on Spotify. So, and it's not even just one or two, it's 5 of them. Artist is Cordae. He has the albums The Crossroads. If you are gonna listen to a song from that album, I am gonna recommend Saturday Mornings. That song is pretty chill. It has Lil Wayne in it. Listened to a couple of the songs from the album and I really enjoyed it. So, and it's just sneaking in the back of my head. I'll just be throughout the day and I'm like, what is that song? Because I don't listen to Cordae, or I haven't listened to him that much, but I think I should go listen to that album more. Passanger Princess by Smino and Amine. Another chill song. I think it's worth a listen. I've been listening to that one a lot this month. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker is such an amazing song. I think Summer Walker is so beautiful in her emotion. Well, she's beautiful in general, but her emotion is so amazing. And I think every time I listen to her, I just feel so feminine. I feel her emotion just everything she says, like her words, they're so beautiful, and I feel like they resonate so deeply. Every time I listen to her, I'm like, she speaks what I feel. And like her song Heart of a Woman, she says the only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Do you know how deep that is? Like, genuinely, I don't think a man can comprehend how deep that is, but I do recommend that song, and I really love her. Riding the femininity train, I've also been listening to a lot of Mariah the Scientist. I've listened to her a lot before in the past. She just kind of has resurfaced again for me because I saw her perform a video to you. But if you are gonna listen to her, I do recommend From a Woman. It's kind of like a spin on, what is it, From a Man by Young Thug, because they're together. I definitely recommend From a Woman, or that album, To Be Eaten Alive. Okay, on to like a different genre of music. I'm gonna be talking about Orion Sun, Sweet. I think that song is so pretty, and if you've listened to Orion Sun, like any song by her, I think you should go listen to Sweet if you haven't. It speaks for itself. Her voice is beautiful. I think it just, personally, it's fun to like sing in the car. Another song is Open My Door by Alice Phoebe Lou. Her song was pretty popular on TikTok, I remember, and it deserves its points. It's been stuck in my head repeatedly, so, and it's been on repeat actually. Anytime I can, I go and listen to it. But I definitely recommend her song. She also has a song I think called Something Holy. I'm listening to the live version on Spotify, and it is amazing. Definitely recommend her if you're into like a softer, non-rap, non-hip-hop type vibe. I wanted to give you my couple of YouTube video recommendations. The first one is going to be Erin Byrd. She makes educational videos in a way about different topics. Her main topics I watched were about masculinity and femininity. Her videos are set up in like a video essay type way. She writes these out and they are worded so perfectly. In two of her videos, she talks about how boys and girls grow into adult children, how their immaturity makes the women and men in this society. And I'm not sure which video this was, but something that she said that resonated with me. And when she said it, I was like, girl, like that is so deep. She said, women try to stop growing mentally as if it stops their body from aging. She has a lot of maturity to her, and that is somebody I would like to like grow into, somebody who has that much knowledge and maturity, and you can just kind of judge by how she words things. She's so well educated, and I love that she's sharing her knowledge. She has a video called Why I Fell for Feminism, and that's honestly a video I feel like if you're a woman, if you're a man, I think you should watch that video. She explains her experience with being a feminism in a way. We kind of associate that term with women who believe they can do kind of whatever they want, and like they can. I 100% I believe in that. Women can also be damaging to themselves, I think, by overly masculating themselves, and I think our generation is very lost. I think especially when parenting, I think there needs to be a balance. For this recommendation, it is going to be a video by the user Homath. He has a video on zones, the relationship zones. The creator has made a chart showing like a brief outline of what men and women value in each other. And I think it is amazing that he's able to give us a visual. He made the chart himself. He made this visual for us. And through the video, he kind of explains everything. And by the end of it, you will understand it. I thought I was shallow for having these beliefs. And then he like kind of showed me the visual and I was like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. So it's something that already exists in the world, and I think he just kind of puts a visual to it. Okay, for my next recommendation, it's going to be this series by this creator. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but in this series, she creates a video game, and it is so amazing because her inspiration is based off of like the Flash games, like the Girls Go games. I don't know if you guys are on that side of the internet, but that was back in like kind of 2000s-ish. I used to be obsessed with those games, and she creates this game and it is amazing. I think she deserves all the views. I think she deserves everybody to go look at her game. She creates the graphics, she does the coding, and she's so hardworking, and I think it is so inspiring to see somebody like that. She deserves her credit. She deserves her credits. So I'm gonna link her video for sure down below, as well as everything else. We're getting to the end of the video, and my last two recommendations are gonna be books. I know not everybody is a book reader, but I still do think they have amazing points to be talking about. The first book I'm going to talk about is James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. This was an amazing read. It is about a man involved with both a woman and a man. He struggles with his manlyhood. He associates his sexuality with it. I think it's very interesting just because from a woman, I think the story would be completely different if it was women. I want to read a little part of this book to you. It is going to include spoilers, so if you are going to read this, don't listen to this next part, okay? He grasped me by the collar, wrestling and caressing at once, fluid and iron at once, saliva spraying from his lips and his eyes full of tears, but with the bones of his face showing and the muscles leaping in his arms and neck. You want to leave Giovanni because he makes you stink. You want to despise Giovanni because he is not afraid of the stink of love. You want to kill him in the name of all your lying little moralities. And you are immoral. You are by far the most immoral man I have met in all my life. Look what you have done to me. Do you think you could have done this if I did not love you? Is this what you should do to love? I think that is so deep. It's so amazing, and I think this story would be completely different if it was with women instead. I think this was very insightful on a man's point of view of his sexuality and his manlyhood and his pride. The next book I'm going to talk about is The Virgin Suicides. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the author's last name. It is Jeffrey Eugenides, but this book was very amazing, and it is about the 5 girls. This isn't a spoiler because it's already kind of well known, but it is about the 5 Lisbon girls. They actually end up killing themselves. It was very fascinating to read. I couldn't pull myself away from it. I think I finished it all in one day. I'll read you a little bit of my notes from this book. This book is told through the eyes of the boys. The Lisbon girls were so enticing due to their mystery. They left being loved for eternity. The parents induced a form of abuse, sheltering the girls from living. Cecilia, the youngest, likely saw the world for how it was. Within the house. Lack of time on earth, lack of dreams from pushed boundaries. The girls died perfect, as they were never known. That is my thoughts on that. I definitely recommend. I know there's a movie on it. I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, that book was amazing. Definitely recommend. Alright, that is it for today's video. If you guys take any of my recommendations and watch them, listen to them, read them, please let me know which one you guys did and your opinions on it. But that is it. And thank you guys for watching if you guys have made it to this point. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.